Are you living your life authentically? Or are you just playing a role written by your past, society, and fear? What if everything you think you are isn't actually you? This video will guide you beyond the ego, into the vast, beautiful mystery of your true self. The ego is seductive. It tells you who you are. It says, you're successful because of your job title. You're worthy because of how others see you. It feeds off achievement, appearance, comparison. But underneath, it's fragile, terrified of rejection, failure, or even silence. Most of what we call identity is a reaction. The ego is built brick by brick through childhood conditioning, societal rules, and emotional wounds. You were told to be strong, so you hide your sensitivity. You were praised for achievement, so you equate love with performance. The ego becomes a mask, not a malicious one, but a survival tool. It shapes itself to avoid pain, to gain approval. But here's the hard truth. The ego is not your essence. It's a filter, one that distorts reality. It defends, deflects, and divides. It's not inherently bad, but when we mistake it for our true self, we lose touch with what's real. We start performing instead of living. We begin reacting instead of choosing. Freedom begins when you realize, I am not my thoughts, not my roles, not even my fears. You are something much deeper. So what is the true self? It's the voice you hear in quiet moments, gentle, steady, and clear. It doesn't shout like the ego, it whispers. The true self isn't interested in image, it's rooted in meaning. It knows your values, your natural rhythm, and your deepest desires. It doesn't need validation, because it's already whole. Your true self is not found in a mirror or a resume, it's felt. It's the peace that washes over you when you're doing what you love, the stillness you find when you're in nature, the childlike spark when you create without judgment. Unlike the ego, your true self doesn't operate from fear. It moves from love, curiosity, and connection. It seeks alignment, not achievement. It's the part of you that asks, what brings me alive, instead of, what will make them approve of me? To live from your true self is to live authentically. It's choosing presence over performance, depth over appearance, meaning over mimicry. And it's available, always, beneath the noise of the ego. How do we move beyond the ego and into our essence? First, stillness. Meditation is not about clearing the mind, but observing it. It creates space between you and the ego's stories. In that space, your true self emerges. Second, reflection. Journaling and introspection help you recognize ego-driven patterns, like people-pleasing, self-doubt, or the need to constantly prove something. These aren't flaws, they're signs that you're ready to go deeper. Third, connection to what is real. Spend time in nature, where nothing pretends to be anything but itself. Engage in art or music, where expression flows from the soul. Be around people who see and accept the real you, not the version you perform. And finally, allow vulnerability. The ego hides your wounds. Your true self transforms them. When you let go of the need to be together, perfect, or right, you create room for authenticity, and with it, true connection, with others and with yourself. This journey isn't a one-time shift. It's a practice, a deepening, a remembering. When you begin to live from your true self, something powerful happens. Life feels lighter, more vibrant. Your choices feel aligned. You stop chasing and start creating. You're no longer driven by shoulds. You're led by what matters. Authentic living brings peace, not because life gets easier, but because you stop fighting yourself. You trust your voice. Your relationships become richer, because you're not wearing masks. People connect with your essence, not your performance. You start to live on purpose. You realize happiness doesn't come from what you have, but from who you are when you're no longer pretending. Even failure becomes a teacher. Even pain becomes a path to deeper awareness. And there's something magnetic about authenticity. It inspires others. It creates a ripple, an invitation for others to also step out from behind their egos and into truth. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about becoming who you were before the world told you who to be. The journey beyond ego is not about arriving at perfection. It's about embracing your humanness with courage and clarity. Some days, the ego will still speak loud. That's okay. The key is awareness. Transformation begins when you choose truth, even when it's uncomfortable. When you choose inner peace over external validation. When you stop trying to fix yourself and instead learn to meet yourself. This path is raw, real, and deeply rewarding. It's a return to your heart, your intuition, your essence. You may lose some things along the way, old identities, relationships built on ego, familiar patterns, but what you gain is far greater: freedom. So ask yourself now, what mask am I ready to drop? What truth am I ready to live? You don't need permission. You don't need to be perfect. You only need to be willing. Your true self has been waiting, patiently, beneath the noise. And now, it's time to come home. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, don't let it fade. Nurture it. Hit like, share this video with someone who needs to hear it, and most importantly, subscribe to join this journey of awakening. This channel is your space to reconnect with who you truly are. Let's walk this path together, one truth at a time.